first thing that happens when you actually enter, you will see your chairs sitting basically in the same setup that we are sitting now. And the first thing that needs to be done is actually to determine who is actually present at the session, which is about to start. So what happens is the chairs usually do a roll call vote at the beginning. At this point, it is determined that the simple majority and 2/3 majority is determined, as well as which countries are actually present during the session. The way it goes is it's done alphabetically. So when chairs start a roll call vote, they will call each country, each delegation by name, and that delegation will state whether it is present or present and voting. When your country is being called out, you would raise your placard, which are basically the names of your countries which are standing right in front of you, and you will state whether your country is present and voting. The difference between the two is when you state that you're present and voting, that means that you, at the end, when the resolution is being voted on, you will have to vote because you state that you are present and voting. If you simply state that you're present, you have the right to abstain for the first line of debate, first line of voting, and eventually it makes a difference at the end. So it's very important that you, at the beginning, state whether you're present or present and voting.
Present and voting. Present and voting.
Present and voting.
Present and voting.
Present and voting. Present and voting.
Present voting.
Present.
So as I said, probably the main part of every discussion are the motions.
Honorable Chair of the Committee, Honorable Vice Chair, Honorable Delegates, and the Organizing Board and Secretary General of Sarajevo Model UN. Senegal is pleased to contribute to this important debate, which is central to our engagement within the United Nations. I thank China for their response. So I'm also grateful to Ms. Fatou Bensouda and Ms. Kimberly Prost for the briefings and proposals. So, due this process of testing nuclear weapons in Japanese Sea in the context of targeted sanctions has been of concern to the United Nations for many years. Among the many good reasons to ensure high standards of rule of law and transparency in the implementation of sanctions regime, one of the most important is certainly credibility. I yield the rest of my time back to the chair.
Or you can yield the time, for example, to questions or other delegations in the room. So, for example, when you're done with your speech and you have 30 seconds left, for example, you would state, we would like to yield the time back to the chairs, or we would like to yield the time to questions. If you yield the time to questions, for example, the chairs are going to ask, are there any questions for your delegation by other delegates who are present in the room? Which countries wish to be added to the general speakers list? States,
China, France, Senegal.
The United States believes firmly that this issue needs to be addressed, and the only way to firmly address this issue and to have a permanent peace in the region is to denuclearize the region. The United States believes firmly in the protocols of the nuclear proliferation and stands firmly with the delegation of Japan in its request to put sanctions on any arms that are being smuggled in or formerly traded with North Korea. In that respect, the United States of America would like to see this debate here at the UN Security Council very productive and at least one resolution, and we would like to see at least one resolution that actually addresses our concerns. Thank you very much. I yield the rest of my time to the chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Delegation of the United States of America.
The statement of Russian Federation about the North Korean nuclear testing is clear that it is a violation against the international law, and it presents a national security threat for this region. And also those threats are a legal basis for the use of military force against the Republic, the North Korea. Russia is of course concerned about this case, but also want to criticize Washington and Seoul for launching the largest joint military actions that happened on this region that only caused the response of the North Korea. And I will yield my time.
Yeah, but are there any other countries that wish to be added to the general speakers list?
China, USA.
So, when there are multiple motions on the table, at the discretion of the chairs, usually it is the motion which is more intrusive that is voted on the first. So in this case, it would be the unmoderated caucus proposed by the United States of America. So in any case, unmoderated caucus is more intrusive than a moderated caucus.
I would like to welcome you all to come to Sarajevo MUN. MUN is a great opportunity to discuss important issues that are happening right now. It's a great time to act as a country that is not your own. And it's a great time to test out your public speaking skills as well as meet other people. So it's an opportunity that you don't want to miss. And of course, this is the first Sarajevo MUN that's ever happening. So this is a platform, and from here we're only going to go get bigger. The conference is from September 30th to October 2nd, so it's a perfect timing, perfect weather, and also Sarajevo is the heart of everything, so that will provide for fruitful discussion, and the atmosphere will just help you as well. If you would like more information, you can find it at sarajevomun.com, or you can find us on Facebook, and all the information is there on the discussion boards, and you can also contact us for more information. You don't want to miss this, you'll regret it.